what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Erica and I share all things homeschooling, family, and faith. I wanted to show you guys these super cool busy boxes that I made for my 4-year-old. We obviously homeschool, and there's a lot of times when I'm doing one-on-one work with my son where I want something that's a quiet activity to keep my daughter occupied while I work with him. And it's so funny because I downloaded the printables for these busy boxes and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to go out and buy so much stuff. But actually we had most of the stuff in our house, and it's so surprising that by just putting it in a little box with a label on it made her use it way more than when it was just scattered around our house. And these busy boxes have actually worked really, really well for us lately. My daughter's been loving them and she actually asks for them every single day. So I wanted to show you guys what we put in our busy boxes, and hopefully you can get some tips and tricks and you can create your own. So I found a link of printables on Pinterest, which I'll link for you down below. And then I went around my house and filled up these busy boxes. But I'm going to show you what I put in them and how we use them. So the first one is a painting busy box. Now I didn't want this one to just be regular paints because I wanted her to be able to do it on her own. So I actually put paint sticks in there. And then when she wants to use this busy box, I'll just give her some paper to use with it. But these are the neon paint sticks, and she likes that they're like fun, bright colors, and they're not something that I leave out all the time, so she knows she can only use them when she has the busy boxes. So the next thing we did was clothespins, and this is cool. I kind of want to show you what we did. So what I did was write her name on a white piece of paper, and then I laminated it, and then I put the letters for her name on the clothespin, and then she has to match it to her name. And that is really helpful to work on fine motor skills with them pinching the clothespins. The next box is a Play-Doh box, and I put little things of Play-Doh in it and a knife so that she can roll it out and practice cutting it. And then also I can give her a piece of paper with the letter that she's working on for that week and have her make the shape of the letter with the Play-Doh. Next one we did was markers. And in this one, I put these little pipsqueak markers. So these are great for kids with little fingers, like my 4-year-old. And then I just put these sticky note sheets in there, and she can write whatever she wants. The next one we did was glue dots. So in this one, I put some black paper so that the glue would show up, and then just regular washable Elmer's glue, and then I just have her make dots with the glue. The next one is lacing. And we just have these little lacing, not really cards, but little lacing shapes. And then the string that goes with it. Again, this is another really good fine motor activity. So that is a fun one. And then scissors. So it's pretty self-explanatory, but I just put a pair of scissors in here, and then the day that she uses it, I'll cut strips of construction paper and take a Sharpie and make different lines, like a squiggly line or a jagged line, so that she has to practice cutting on the line. And again, using scissors is really good for fine motor skills. This one is a hole punch. So I put a hole puncher in here with a bunch of these strips of paper, and then she just takes it and hole punches the strips of paper. And that is, again, working on their grip, which is also good for fine motor. This one is tweezers, another fine motor activity. So I just put a bunch of little pom-poms in here, and then she takes these tweezers, and has to use the tweezers to try to pick up the pom-poms and move them to the other side of the box. And we have tape. So I literally just put a roll of tape in here and some construction paper, and she just works on pulling tape off and putting it on the construction paper. all of these things are really good for fine motor, which is really good for preschool age children. Water droppers. So I just put 2 little droppers in here, and then on the day that we use them, I'll fill up a bowl of water and then a plain bowl, and she likes to just transfer the water from one bowl into another. And then dot markers. I want to see if I can find the like the bingo dot markers in a smaller size, because these containers are pretty thin. But for now, I used these stamp markers. So I have a heart one and a smiley face one. And then I'll just give her construction paper to use on that day. And then this is Q-tip painting. So I put Q-tips in here. And then we have paints and the little paint trays that I'll fill up. And then she can just use the Q-tips to paint. She actually really enjoyed this one. I wasn't sure if she was gonna love it. She's not huge into painting, but I think just being able to use a Q-tip made her like it even more. And then we have bead threading. And for this one, I actually used pipe cleaners. So I tie one end of the pipe cleaner and then she strings all the beads on. And when she was done with this one, she asked me to tie it so it could be like a bracelet. But again, another really good fine motor activity. And then this one is for a stapler. I'm still waiting for my mini stapler to come in. So I'm gonna put a mini stapler in there, and then she'll be able to use that to practice stapling. And the last one is a geo board, and our geo board is too big to fit in this box. So again, on that day, she'll pull this out and then I'll just give her the actual geo board. But these have been super helpful when I need her to have a quiet activity while I do either language arts or math with my son. And she actually asks for them like every day now. Mom, can I have my quiet boxes? And they really, really have been so helpful. So I really hope that you enjoyed looking at these. I will link where I found the printouts down below, and then I'll link everything that I have in here down below on Amazon so that you guys can check it out too. But also these cases are at Michael's. They're called photo box cases. And I was there the other day and they were 70% off for the ones with colors. So I think it was like $15 originally and then 70% off of that. So that's a really good deal, but I'll also link one down below on Amazon as well so you guys can check it out. And then on the printables that I found, she had more too, so you could change them throughout the years if your child's starting to get bored, like paper tearing, block building. I thought this would be cool to put a picture of your family on and then cut it, and then they have to build the blocks to make the picture. There's finger painting, crayons, push pins, top spinning, paper folding, kind of cool, and some tongs. So again, even more activities that you could change up throughout the year if your child's starting to get bored of the busy boxes at all, but so far we've been loving it. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video and that you got something out of it. If you love this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel and tick the notification bell so you're notified every time I make a video. And comment down below if you guys use busy boxes and what you put in yours, or anything you think that my daughter would enjoy in these ones. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.